Welcome to practice. This is a quick yoga stretch sequence that is here to serve as a way to take a break in the middle of your day, to reconnect with your body and your mind, and to undo any built-up tension or stress. Thank you for joining me on this journey of mastering our relaxation. We won't be using any props for today's practice. Remember, your body is the guru. Honor and listen to it. Let's begin seated in easy seated pose, Sukhasana, and we're going to start off with a spinal twist flow. Take an inhale and draw the arms up overhead. Exhale, spinal twist over towards the left side, landing the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind the hips. Inhale back through center. Exhale, spinal twist over to the right. Let's keep flowing. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale to twist at the abdomen, where your belly button is. Inhale through center. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Inhale back through center, arms up. Exhale to spinal twist over to the left and hold it here. Imagine that there is a string attached to the crown of your head and someone is pulling it up, lengthening your spine, relaxing the shoulders, twisting deeper from the belly button area. Release, inhale through center. Exhale to hold your spinal twist over to the right. Release, come back to center. Work your way over the legs, and let's come to tabletop position. We're going to move into some intuitive natural movements. If you want, you can take natural cat-cow, inhaling with your tailbone up, sending the heart forward, and then exhaling, rounding the back, sending the belly button towards your spine. You can do a few of these cat-cows. Or you can start to freestyle your cat-cow, circling the spine and the hips, taking the ribs over towards the right, circling them and sending them over towards the left. Find any intuitive or natural movement that feels good to your body. Your body may need to take some movement that I'm not doing, and feel free to take it here. Listen to your body. We're going to release those movements. Tuck your toes under. Plant the hands in front of you and just push the hips back towards your heels, getting a nice toe stretch. Our feet spend a lot of time crammed in shoes, and this is a nice release. On your next exhale, push into the hands. Send the hips back and up for downward facing dog. Depending on how the legs feel, you can take your legs out wide as the mat. Or you can bring your feet hips distance apart and begin to walk out your dog, finding a nice release for the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back. And you can move in deeper by dropping the heels over towards the right and the left, getting a nice side body stretch. Hold your downward dog in stillness for one moment. Exhale to step the right foot forward in between the hands. Gently place the left knee down, untuck the left toes. Ground and plant the left hand down, and stretch the right arm up towards the ceiling. You can hold your right arm up here, or take a bind, placing the back of the right hand at the lower back. Revolve and open the chest. Soften the shoulder heads away from the ears. Sink the hips. Release the spinal twist. Heel toe the right foot to the right side of the mat. You can take lizard pose with the wrists right under the shoulders, or stretch the arms forward, coming up onto your fingertips. Keep drawing your heart forward and sinking the hips. Let's release. Hands under the shoulders, Tuck the left toes under, lift the legs, and push back into downward facing dog just for a moment. We're going to move right into the second side. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Gently place the right knee down, untuck the right toes. Plant the right hand flat on the ground. You can always place a block or a prop under the hand too here. Stretch the left arm up towards the sky. If you took a bind on the first side, take it here. Relax the upper back, send the heart forward, sink the hips forward and down. Come forward to release. Heel toe the left foot over towards the left, taking lizard pose. Stretch the arms forward if you took it on the right side. If you are stretched style, bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the right toes under, and push back into downward facing dog. Let's invite some more movement into the spine. Take an inhale and roll the spine forward into plank. Exhale to bend the knees deeply, sending the hips back and up. Do this a few more times. Really roll the spine forward like a wave. Exhale, send the heart forward and the hips up and back. We'll release and hold it here in our downward facing dog. And then take an exhale, release both knees to the ground, untuck the toes. Let's move into puppy pose. Keep the hips over the knees, hips distance apart. Walk the hands forward overhead and rest the forehead down on the ground. Try to avoid dumping the weight in the lower back. Slightly and gently engage the abdominal muscles and relax the upper back. We're focusing this stretch in the upper back, the chest, and the shoulders. Push into the hands to release and come to sit on your calves. We're going to take a camel pose flow. Use the entire inhalation to plant the right fingertips right behind the hips, right in front of the toes, as you lift your hips and stretch the left arm up overhead into a back bend. Exhale forward, swinging the arms in front of you. Inhale to plant the left fingertips and stretch the right arm up overhead. Exhale through center. Stretch the left arm up overhead. Open your heart center as you stretch into this back bend. Let's move through a few more rounds. As you stretch your arm back in this back bend, feel the stretch in the front line of the body. Let's release here to come and sit on the calves. Take a moment to extend some gratitude towards yourself for getting on your mat and practicing. Thank you for joining me for this quick yoga practice. Peace and ease to you.